Hi friend, if you just joined me, I'm reading a treatise called Why Voting for Donald Trump is a Morally Good Choice. It was written by Dr. Wayne Grudem and appeared on Town Hall's website, townhall.com. If you are enjoying this, if you want to use this rhetorical weaponry, which I encourage you to do, go to Town Hall, find the link, send it to your friends, or send them links to this show. If you want more rhetorical ammunition in this discussion, I did a two-part series called Why Christians Should Vote for Donald Trump. You can go to our website, voiceofresistance.com, and see those two episodes. I continue with Dr. Grudem's treatise. Great job, by the way, Dr. Grudem. He said, some Christians have even hinted to me that persecution would be good for us. But the Bible never encourages us to seek persecution or hope for it. We should rather work to prevent such oppression from Christians, just as Jesus taught us to pray. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Matthew chapter 6, verse 13. Paul did not encourage us to pray that God would give us bad rulers, but good ones who would allow us to live a peaceful life. Quote, I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all people, for kings and all who are in high positions, that we may lead a peaceful and quiet life, godly and dignified in every way. That's 1 Timothy 2, verse 1. What about Christian schools and colleges? A liberal Supreme Court, by the way, he's still focusing on, if Hillary is elected, what this will mean for the Supreme Court and what implications that will have on public policy with unelected officials dictating laws, crushing religious liberty, crushing dissent. So now he's going to talk about Christian schools and colleges. A liberal Supreme Court would also impact education. Christian colleges would likely be found guilty of discrimination if they require adherence to the Bible's standards regarding sexual conduct, or even required affirmation of primary Christian beliefs. In other words, I believe this. Campus ministries like Cru and InterVarsity have already been forced off of many major university campuses following the 5-4 Supreme Court decision, CLS versus Martinez in 2010, which upheld the exclusion of the Christian Legal Society from the campus at Hastings College of Law in San Francisco. And now, California's Equity in Higher Education Act, great name, SB 1146, which recently passed the California State Senate and will likely become law, would prohibit Christian colleges from requiring students or employees to hold Christian beliefs or abide by biblical moral standards regarding sexual conduct, and would prohibit colleges from assigning housing based on a student's biological sex if a student claimed to be transgender. Colleges like Biola and Azusa Pacific could not long survive under those regulations. With regard to elementary and high school laws, laws promoting school choice or tuition voucher programs would likely be declared unconstitutional if they allowed such funding to go to Christian schools. A tax credit program for scholarships to private schools, including Christian institutions, was only upheld by a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court decision in Arizona Christian School Tuition Organization versus Wynn in 2011. And all 4 liberal justices who voted against it are still on the court. Another possible target of the liberal agenda would be laws that allow for homeschooling. Are you hearing me, homeschoolers? If the secular liberal government hostility to homeschooling in European countries is any indicator. What about churches? I'm going to take a break. When we come back, I'll continue reading what Dr. Wayne Grudem said regarding whether if we vote for Hillary and the impact it would have on our churches. Don't go away. I'm Randall Terry. This is Voice of Resistance.